What's up, everyone? All right, well, today was wild. In the thumbnail, you see 2,800 on CELZ. And that was the best trade I had today. FRGE was the wild one. I went green, I went red, deep red, and then recovered it to finish the day at 2,000 in the green. It was a close call, almost a big red day. Not the way anyone wants to finish the month. I had the right idea, but I was a little early, and those early attempts, well, those losses built up. So we're gonna break down the recap. As always, I hope you guys are tuned in, hitting the thumbs up, subscribing to the channel. Live morning show every day between 8:30, 9:15, I go live, so make sure you're subscribed so you get the notification. And we've got some exciting things coming up here for the month of April. So if you're not already on the newsletter, make sure you join the newsletter. All right, so we'll be announcing some fun stuff coming up. We've got my first class that I'll be teaching will be early next week. What time? You'd have to be on the newsletter to find out. It'll be live on YouTube. So at least subscribe, hit the notifications. That way when I go live, you'll know I'm streaming. All right, hope you enjoy the recap, and I'll see you first thing tomorrow morning. Okay, well, what a morning. Big swing in the P&L today. I'm sitting at $2,000 on the day, and that feels like a victory. Man, this morning, my first trade was CELZ. It was, at the time, breaking news at 8:30 a.m. Traded that. Students, of course, in the chat room would have seen that trade. So jumped in as it broke over 4, added at 450, added at 5. It hit a high of 5. My average was 450, and I was up 50 cents a share. And I was adding at 5 because I was looking for 525, 550. Continuation. Finally, maybe get $1 a share move. It immediately reversed, and I stopped out with $2,800 profit. And I was annoyed. I felt like, come on, man, like, this has breaking news. You know, what is the deal? What is going on with these? So that was my first trade. My second trade was LGVN. LGVN, I managed to get in about 1 second before one of the biggest pullbacks of the morning. But that's because I was trying to buy a breakout, and it ended up being a false breakout. So I bought right here for the break over 83. It hit a high of 82, then immediately flushed down to 50. And I stopped out quick. I stopped out right there. $1,200, done, gone. And I say, you know what, whatever, it is what it is. So cut the loss. It ends up pulling back. It did come back up at the open, but was so choppy, I couldn't trust it. Could not trust it. So I didn't go back for that one. IMTE, I just traded that. It was a halt resumption, and it broke over. It was halted up here at 23.78. Bought the dip. We got a squeeze up to 25.44, and then it halted down. On the halt down, another nice dip for those that caught it, up to 23.89. A very interesting chart. You know, extended on the daily, squeezes up, then halts down, then dip got bought up into a halt up. I mean, high day volume now in a red candle, like, holy moly. Well, if you want to see something a little more dramatic, look at FRGE. FRGE, son of a gun. I'm red on it. How is that possible? I was red $16,000. Actually, I was red 16,000 on the day. I was red $18,000 on LGVN. I traded it, I think, 4 times. First trade right here. Second trade right here. Third trade right there. Fourth trade right there. Fourth time's the charm. That's what they always say. Stupid me. I should have just waited for the fourth setup. So the thing is, I lost 6,000 on it yesterday in this area right here. So I was already coming in feeling a little revengey, wanting to make back some of that. My first trade on it yesterday. My first trade was right here. I bought as it broke through the high of 42.83, squeezed up to 44, took my profit, was up like $2,000. Next trade was right in here, lost 1,000, back to flat. Got back in right here, added for the break through the high, stopped out for a loss, then was down 1,600. Tried it again right here, stopped out again, tried it again right here, and this time I was like, okay, it's game time. Added, stopped out again, lost $6,000 on the stock yesterday. Unbelievable. So annoyed. Still finished the day up 18,000, but was not happy with that trading. So this morning I came in and I saw it holding up and I thought, all right, this thing, I think we'll get a continuation setup. I think we'll get a break of yesterday's high. Well, we did, but my timing, we didn't get it on my first stab. The first stab I actually made $400. The second stab, I don't remember. I think I lost 500. I went down to down 97. The third stab where I stopped out going in right here, I don't know, lost like another $1,000. And then on this one, it curls up for the break of VWAP, and I bought 4,000 shares at 38, or with some slippage, but around 38, and then added for the break of 39. And I was like, here we go. We're going to squeeze up, halt up through 44, game time. Incorrect. It dropped to 35, and I lost $16,000 on it, or whatever it was. I mean, a really big loss. This was a high-risk trade, and I knew that, and yet I still wasn't really prepared to take that big of a loss. So now I'm down $16,000 and it comes up again. And what should I have done? You know, I mean, I said I was done for the day. I was like, that's it. I'm done. I'm down 16 grand. If I keep trading, writing's on the wall. Nothing else looks strong. If I keep trading, I'm going to lose more money. I'm going to get smoked. I can't afford, I got to just let it go. But as it curled back up, I said, you know what? You son of a gun, I'm coming for you. And so I bought it. And then I added. I bought at 39 and I added as it went higher. And that move, it finally did what I thought it was going to do right here. And I made $16,000. I made back almost everything I lost on it. So I don't know. And I added on this micro pullback right here, you know, traded aggressively as it squeezed up, and I did well. I'm still red on it. It's down 700, but I'm down a lot less than I was. But now it's pulled back. I did a dip on the halt resumption, coming back up. It's a violent chart. IMTE is a violent chart. You know, these are very volatile. And in that volatility is opportunity, both to make money and lose money. And I got both sides of the coin today. I am grateful to be sitting at $2,000. I may not be happy at how I traded FRGE, but I'm certainly not as upset as I was when I was down 16,000. So just barely, you know, a little bit of luck, but finally got the move that I thought we were going to get. I was hoping for even a little bit more, but we got up to 48 on FRGE, and that was pretty good. So now on the 5-minute, if it curls back over VWAP through the afternoon, we may see more opportunities, maybe, but I don't know. I don't want to overstay my welcome. I've already overstayed my welcome, and today I got lucky. And if I keep pushing it, I might not. That luck might run out today. You know, IMTE. If I try to jump in this for the break through the high, well, we've got a red flag, high day volumes on a red candle. You know, that's a tough level to break psychologically. So, you know, 25.44. It could break. You know, you could see a short squeeze, but can I afford the risk? And I'm only up $2,000 on the day. It's 10:30. So this has not been a great day for me. You know, even if I hadn't gone down 16,000 and made it back, if I was just sitting here at $2,000 on the day without having had that swing, I'd be like, this just doesn't feel like a very good day. We don't have anything really moving. Now, had I had more patience on FRGE, maybe I could be up 16,000 on the day. Jess is up 10,000 on the day. So if I'd had more patience and maybe not taken that first trade with as much size, and I don't know, maybe if I just waited for it to break certain levels, I might not be up 16,000. You know, if I'd waited for it to really open up here, and just waited for this like pullback, maybe I'd only still be up 2,000, because the fact is this just went from like 36 to 48 with only a minor pullback, and it was at the very top of the move. So, you know, this is one where if you didn't chase it, you might not have been able to trade it, which is always a tricky lesson from the market. It's either a lesson in discipline and just being willing to miss things that don't give you that opportunity, or it's a lesson in FOMO and chasing. So anyways, not super happy with how I traded today. Pretty choppy, but I'm glad that I eventually got the move I was looking for, and it allowed me to finish the day flat. So more or less flat. I'm still down a little bit versus yesterday's high. So that's, you know, a little disappointing. Yesterday I was up 25,000, finished the day at 18,000. I thought the next best chance for me to make back that $6,000 would be tomorrow morning, today. And unfortunately it was just very, very tricky today. So short of FRGE getting back over 44.45, curling back up, or IMTE ripping through 25.50, I'm not sure if there's going to be anything else to trade today. You know, again, it's still very early. FRGE, the move yesterday was at 1 o'clock, so it's still very possible there will be more opportunities, but then you have that question of how long do you want to sit in front of the computer, and how long can you sit in front of the computer and continue to make good decisions? Because I've had days like today where I got back to flat and then dug myself all the way back down to 16,000 in the red, or whatever my max loss was, and went through that max loss. You know, because once you've kind of broken the ice and gone that deep in the red, you start trading at a level of aggression that you probably wouldn't trade on a normal day where you were just up $2,000. You know, but today I've had a big loss, a big win, and so I'm already kind of like amped up to swing hard at anything that moves. And the next one I do that on, you know, I could buy 10,000 shares of IMTE and then all of a sudden be down $25,000. You know, up here at 25, and then it drops down, halted down to 22, right? So, you know, there is definitely a strategy around chasing momentum. It's a risky strategy. You know, there's a strategy around shorting momentum that stocks are squeezing up. That's risky too. Trading is risky. So you just have to find what feels right for you, what's easier for you to manage and understand. And for me, it's momentum, and it is sometimes chasing momentum when stocks are really going bananas. And I'm just annoyed that I wasn't sitting here yesterday when FRGE went from 28 to 30 or 40, because I would have loved to have traded that move. I just wasn't here watching it when it happened. So anyways, that's my recap for today. I'll be back at it first thing tomorrow morning, Friday, and hopefully it can be a smoother day than today. Even if I only finished up 2,000, but I can avoid going down 10 or 15 grand, then that would be fine. A small green day is okay. A small red day is okay. You know, honestly, I probably should have stopped trading when I was down $90 today. I'd gone up 2,800. I'd gone back to flat. Clearly, today was a tricky day. And when it's a tricky day, those are days where you can get spanked real hard. And so sometimes it's better just to say, you know what, it's a tricky day. I think the best thing for me to do is just to step back. Maybe I'm going to miss an opportunity like FRGE, but it's the type of day where we could get some nasty false breakouts, some nasty whips, and I don't want to face that. We didn't have a leading gapper that was super obvious today, that was super clean, and that definitely was a problem. So, you know, if you only get a really clean, obvious gapper 2 or 3 times a week, and those are the only days you trade, as a beginner trader, you probably would be better off for it. All right, so again, that's it for me. I'll see you guys first thing tomorrow morning. Reminder as always, trading is risky. Easy come, easy go. You saw it in real time today. So manage your risk. Practice this simulator before you put real money on the line. I'll see you guys first thing tomorrow morning.
And that right there was an entire video with no ads. ads. I don't monetize my YouTube channel with video ads, which means you guys get to enjoy the content. But do me a favor, please hit that subscribe button and give me a thumbs up and let YouTube know that this channel is the channel to watch if you want to learn about day trading.